side. Level 1 action. Talked about a little bit earlier on, but refresh our memory.
I think they're all just going to line up down the river and stare at each other grimacingly. You want to put some money on that?
Let's do it, yeah, because right now paiN's grouped up pushing bottoms. I'd like to put some money on this.
All right, I'll buy you a drink tonight. How about that?
Nice.
If you win.
I'll get the most expensive one I possibly can. But either way,
okay, Mr. Pina Colada.
Good, don't judge me. But we have paiN Gaming moving out towards the bottom side of the map, as well as Millenium. We could see some sort of engagement from Millenium. They seem to have the read on this. They are grouped up, waiting for the action. They're off the side. They have the stun, and when paiN walks into this, they might get that 5-minute stun that could be so crucial. And there's a charm. It lands on the cabin. They're going to get the hook onto him as well. He's getting very low. Venom. He starts very low as well. The Ignite ticket. He's got to go down. First blood over to Jerry. And another switch over to Certi. Are they going to flush for the one? Yes, they do. The body slam out of Curve. It helps pick up the kill. They get 2 kills down. Now Minerva, he's in trouble. He does have Flash Escape where RNA and Curve do not have it. But they are changing this down. They don't want to let it go. And just like that, they seem to have the perfect read on paiN. They pick up the first 2 kills. And we're finally starting to see. Oh no, Kami.
With the disrespect, Lee. Oh my god, I guess I own you your little pina colada then. Yeah, they ended up hooking the Olaf. It looked like they really predicted that. They had the Olaf sitting in there. He was the bait. He's the only person in the brush. So you get a little bit of vision of it probably once you throw your skill shots in and you hit that hook. And they heard it hit, and then they just went all in on it. And of course, they got AoE. Graga's body slam does an insane amount of damage early on. So they just got cleaned up off of that. But you got to remember, early kills in the game with the changes to Season 4, not worth as much gold. So usually before that, I'm like, oh my god, well the game is, it's pretty much over. But I think it's going to give Millenium a lot of breathing room, but I don't think it's going to be a huge advantage. I mean, it's only like 800 gold at this point in the game. So.
One thing I want to touch on, though, and get your opinion, is the amount of summoners that were used for that fight.
You mean all the summoners?
Basically, yeah, basically all the summoners. And does this open up, or is this more of a benefit to RNA to gank, or is this more of a benefit to Certi?
Well, I mean, the main thing to look at is where the bot lane still has other summoners. So usually if you're a Lee Sin or a Vi, you kind of want to aim into the bot lane since they already have a lot of CC. But I think you're going to see a lot of pressure mid on this since Gragas doesn't have flash, neither does Ahri. And if you had a body slam on Ahri and Lee Sin follows it up, she's going to be dead.
You see Curve, he's doing a lot of work right there, pushed him out almost instantly. We do have a couple of bodies picked up. I mean, mostly just wards out of everyone else who picked up those kills, just going to store the rest of that money for themselves. And what lane do you think we really need to watch out for? Like, where's all the action go down? I want to say...
It's going to be mid lane, for sure. I mean, both mid laners don't have flash, so I think if the jungler shows up and either Ahri hits a charm or Gragas hits a body slam, somebody's going to die.
Well, right now, both junglers going to be able to take their own buffs here. Arne going to be at his blue as well as Certi. And I wonder if he's going to go off the back as well as Certi because they have so many possibilities. Like you said, bottom lane, pretty much have every summoner available, or at least their escape mechanism summoners.
Yeah, I don't think that he's going to be moving anywhere around bottom, but I can definitely see mid lane pressure. It looks like Lee Sin's going to be going top, though. He knows both the top laners have all their summoners down, so he might try to do something off of this.
He's looking for that kill on a Venom. If he can land that Q, or Kevin can just bait him out a little bit further, they're going to be able to make a big play off this. They do go in, they do get the slow. Venom gets caught with the Q. They're getting some good damage onto him. Are they going to go for the dive here? RNA is getting very low on health. He's forced to actually back away, almost going down.
If Olaf had his Ignite for that, and he didn't blow in a level 1 fight, that would have been a dead trundle.
Either way, they do push him out of the lane. They're going to shove this in. They're going to force Venom to be even further behind. He only has that 6 CS compared to that 17 now on Kevin.
That's such a massive way to be losing. Not only the farm and the CS, but that's so much experience. That's a level and a half right there. Even the cannon minions in that wave, and he's just missing all of that. It's so brutal. And of course, the Vi, not even in position to come clean that up.
And Kevin, he gets spotted out by that ward, but he was waiting on the sideline to make something happen off that. And that turret, going to drop down to about half health here. And we're going to see summoners come up here momentarily. It's about 30, 40 seconds to go. And I wonder, is Arne going to visit that top lane yet again? Is he going to visit somewhere else? But he's already applied that pressure on the map, giving him that 1,200 gold advantage. Yeah,
I think the damage is done top. I don't think Trundle's going to be pushing out anytime soon. So I think he's just going to run with that.
And right now, you're seeing that harass come in. Adam Millenium, J-Reed getting BRTT relatively low here. We do see on the top side, though, Arne going straight in for Certi. Certi doesn't have that flash to get away. Arne has an ability to run around. He's actually kind of getting caught off right here. He's got Venom to worry about, but he can also probably take him 1v1 in this fight. Said he does ward up, does safeguard to it, and he should be able to escape this, I want to say, but Venom trying to go after him, does get the slow. Certi, though, not there to really back him up.
That level 1 kill gold gives him an extra ward to hop to. Gives him a pretty good advantage and a nice escape route.
All right, so about 5 minutes in here. Let's take a look at the early CS across the board because we already see results of Arne coming towards the top side. 18-7 now. We have a level 3 Olaf compared to a level 2 Venom, but you can just see in the health alone that Kevin just has a giant advantage. Yeah, if you get the level advantage on somebody in lane with Olaf, just because the nature of his abilities and how his chain CC works with his axe, he can just
slow you down the lane over and over again. It becomes really brutal if that wave gets pushed in favor where the Olaf can freeze it in front of his tower. And it looks like the wave is going to be pushing in. So if Olaf's smart and he freezes that wave in front of his tower, that Trundle's never going to be able to farm again.
Or Arne is going to come in for a gank as well. Venom doesn't really have a way to escape here. He does get the nice block down with a Pillar of Filth, but they're not able to catch up to him just yet. Will they go for the dive here? Kevin's taking up. He does have the Ignite. They're going to go for it. Venom's going to go down. Kevin, will he be able to escape? Yes, he does. And that is another kill going over to Millenium. 3-0 now, 5.5 minutes in.
Yeah, Arne has this guy's number. He does not want this Trundle to get going, and he doesn't want him to get fed at all. They basically take him out of the game, because a Trundle who's not farmed up and doesn't have a lot of levels, and is not tanky, and doesn't have Play the Rune King or any of those kind of core items, he's literally useless in a team fight. He's going to put his pillar down, ult, and then he's literally going to do nothing. And level 1 ult doesn't even sap that much stats, so I think he just wants to take that tank out of it. That's their primary tank in their team, and if you take the tank out of the team comp, you can just run the Jinx over.
So here's a question for you, because I always wonder how, you know, early aggression or early results in a game can really affect you down the line. Venom and Kevin. Since Kevin has this giant advantage over him, has a 20 CS lead, has a level advantage, do you expect Kevin to keep pushing that top lane once he gets that turret down, or do you expect him to group up with Millenium, maybe go for some global objectives?
Well, I actually don't think he's ever going to try to take that top turret. He wants that turret to stay up because he wants Trundle to stay in that lane. But
oh, Kevin getting very low from Kurt, but then the barrel does land. Kevin's actually very low on life with the Ignite taken away, but Kurt does survive. Oh no, here comes Surtsy, and he gets it down on top of the safeguards, able to save it. Oh no, he flashes past Surtsy, lands the Q on a combi, and turns it around. And Kurt does escape with his life. 4-0 now in favor of Millenium.
I gotta say, that was a pretty beautiful Lee Sin play. Not only did he save the Gragas, but he managed to catch that Ahri off guard and just nail her in the face and pick up that kill. That was pretty damn nice.
And Arne really strutting his stuff here with that Lee Sin. He's behind quite a bit of CS, but he's involved in every single kill right now, just making his presence known towards the spawn side of the map, maybe trying to scare out paiN. And right now, Tommy going down, we have clear advantages for Millenium. I mean, mid lane, 51 to 37 CS. Look at Jerry getting hooked up right there under the turret. He's actually getting hit by the turret as well. The Ignite does go down. Will they commit off this? BRTC forced to back away because of Creatine. Jerry's going to have to go home and heal up here, but Surtsy, he's actually going for semi-invade here. Maybe he's expecting his blue to be taken.
Yeah, he sees Lee Sin's in the bottom. Yeah, he sees Lee Sin's in the bottom lane, so of course, usually people start their blue a lot. Probably not a Lee Sin. So he wants to have that warded for when it does come up. He's going to go to his red and probably try to contest that blue buff.
All right, well, let's see how that goes. About 8 minutes in here. And right now, Millenium, let's take a look at the early items that have been built up so far. But check out Kevin. Double Doran's Blade, Doran's Shield, and a Chain Vest.
Yeah, he has so many Doran's items. And he has the chain. It's like oh my god, he has so many Doran's items. He has this Chain Vest. He's probably going to go into Sunfire, maybe a Glacial Shroud after that. But there's no way that Trundle can do any damage to him at this point. He has a Cloth Armor and a Doran's Shield. He literally will do nothing to this Olaf. The Olaf has so much control and he can do anything he wants to this guy right now. He's probably at the point where he can just straight up dive on his own pretty soon.
And you see Kevin, he is level 6, approaching level 7 right now. We take a look at Venom real quick. He's just about to hit level 6, so finally have that ultimate, that extra sustain off of that. In the meantime, though, we're having RNA. He's got this whole map controlled. He's going for this blue still here. It looks like he's going to be able to take it. Kirk has the zone available right now with his ultimate if he wants to use it, and they should be able to pick this one up. RNA will actually take that for himself. Yeah, whenever was able to spot it, we can take it.
I'm actually really surprised that Dubai decided to just take his red and then just not do anything about going for the enemy blue. Instead, he just went back to base.
Actually, I don't think it's been taken just yet over for Millenium. It looks like it's going to come up in just. It has just respawned in here, and we're actually seeing Surtsy finally come around, so we might see that wish come true. And he realizes that Kami needs that blue. Will he be here in time, though? Because Kurt, he's in position to stop this. He has ultimate still available. They're going over the wall. They have a word on it. Surtsy, can he smite it away? No, unfortunately, he cannot. And Kirk will be able to pick up that blue.
Yeah, it's 2 blues on your team. I mean, blue on Lee Sin's not exactly the most amazing thing, but actually I think it's a little bit better now because, you know, it has 10% CDR. They kind of nerfed the mana regen on it a little bit, but the energy regen is actually really nice for making a lot of plays. And since Kirk got the blue buff from the enemy team, it's going to be really good for pressure.
And we're seeing that all in come out of Millenium right there. The Tibbers does land on BRTT, knocks it down to about a 3rd life. He's forced to back out of this. He does have that BF sword, but Creatine has that as well as a Ruby Crystal. Right now, Arne looks like he's going for a little bit more pressure on middle. He has early supers lets him. Did you see Surtsy go in on a curve? They already saw Arne there, so I'm a little bit surprised.
Yeah, did he just explosive press? He just missed his ultimate, didn't he? It was he threw it point blank in front of him. It almost looked like it didn't come out of him, and just completely whiffed. I'm surprised that they didn't decide to go in on that. They saw Gragas' ult miss. They could have put a lot of pressure and probably killed him.
Well, right now, we have Kevin still dominating that top side, doubling the CS of Venom. And the thing is, what about Venom did so well throughout the entire week was that who's always farming. I mean, if he fell behind, he would never fall this far behind. He was always a rock-solid person to go to for his team, a backbone to really...
Yeah, he was definitely the workhorse of his team. I mean, he was in the thick of every single fight. He's just this huge tank wall in every single fight, and he just can't quite do that this game. He's just falling pretty behind. But one thing to notice, he keeps getting these double golems, and of course the jungle scales off the overall level of everybody in the game, so that's going to allow him to catch up in levels at least. Not really gold though.
That is going to be unfortunate. Let's take a look at that. 3,300 gold to the 2,300 gold, so pretty much 1,000 gold lead in favor of Kevin, and you're seeing that reflected in that chain vest with those double Doran's blades, and he's continuing to take away quite a bit of jungle, but what's the effect on Sir T because of that?
I mean, there's so many jungle camps in the game right now, and they respawn so fast, it doesn't really matter if you take jungle camps at this point. And even Vi, she's going to be focusing her time bottom right now, try to get that gank off, so she's not going to be going for those jungle camps anyways.
All right, well, he does have the ultimate available. He doesn't have flash, but they do obviously have that lantern gank, and Thresh has his ultimate up as well. Jerry's sitting on that stun. Timber's not available just yet. And Sir T's not going to be, actually would be spotted when he goes into this next push.
It's kind of an interesting time for him to go for this gank when the wave's so far pushed up. I mean, if he goes in and ults and somebody flashes him into turret and he gets stunned, it could be really bad for him.
We even saw Kami trying to come around down towards the bottom side. I wonder if he's trying to expect a counter or try to gank RNA when he comes in, he's trying to turn it around. But the way RNA, he's down towards his bottom side, but he's not really too busy with that just yet. In the meantime, top lane, Kevin just going for that turret. Not really caring about Venom hitting him right there, as you can see, and that turret's already very low in life now. Yeah,
the Trundle does literally no. I think he's healing him at this point. It's just pretty ugly to watch.
That would suck if he had negative AD and actually go down. But the flash that cuts that turret, BRTT's the Trundle, he gets hit with the Q, but the fire interrupt! It stops RNA from getting to BRTT with the super pick of Death Bucket, always picks up the kill on RNA as a nice kickback comes in, but Creature gets pulled back into the team, and they're going to reset this with no kills coming in, but that was a beautiful Q out of Sir T to stop that.
Beautiful play by Sir T. The ball breaker ended up knocking the Lee Sin out of his kick. Jinx would have been dead for sure at that hit. So really nice play defending him right there.
Venom being forced to use that ultimate in that top side just to heal up a little bit here and make sure he can't be dove. I think they had actually BRTT flash out right there on the bottom side, and Kevin, he's just unstoppable. He's still almost double the CS right now with Venom, and it's constantly taking the jump creeps like you're saying before, but I'm really worried because Kevin's sitting on 1,600 gold. He's going to be such a tanky beast that I wonder if Dragon is going to be a real thing to happen soon.
I think he's found out where Trundle's been this whole game, and I don't think he likes it, so he's just going to try to take that gold. But let's see who can burst that harder.
I wonder if Venom gets too close, if Kevin's going to go for the engage, because he has that Ghost, he has that Knight available, and they're still fighting over here. It's like a little bit of a mini duel, and Venom looks like he's going to be the one to take it here.
The thing is, Ari's missing off the map right now, so I don't think he wants to fully commit to that.
Well, that turret already down to 600 life.
Well, the big thing here is that turret's just eating every single one of those creeps, and they're not getting anything out of it.
It's going to hurt him quite a bit more as he progresses this game, but he has been able to go Giant Spell. He has been able to build up a little bit tanky, and still leveling up. I mean, he's not falling that far behind. He's level 8 to level 9 because those jungle creeps like you were talking about. Curb, oh, he's going straight into this. He does pop the ultimate down. He's going to get caught here. Does flash over that Wraith Camp wall. And with that, it actually forces somehow Sir T to back away. Didn't have the ultimate available.
Yeah, that was a straight up in-your-face play. It's like, what are you going to do about it? The Vi was even sitting there backing right in front of him. And he decided to almost tower dive the Ahri right in front of that Vi. 2v1 tower dive. And yeah, he's just still staying in the lane. He's full health. He doesn't care.
And look at this, Arna coming in the backside. They know Kami does have the ultimate available. He's trying to escape. He actually does flash the byside, but he gets kicked out anyways. Kirk tanking that one up. Kami getting slowed up right here, but they do see Truma coming in from the side. He does get the kill with the barrel last second. And now Venom trying to go after Kirk here. He does have Sir T coming in from the backside. But you can hear him laughing. He's taking no damage from Venom.
Yeah, I don't think he cares at all about the Trundle. The chain vest doesn't exactly give Trundle that much damage, so don't think he's going to be too scared of that. But yeah, that Ahri just took so much damage from that barrel. And one of the reasons why is because we see a lot of Ahris, they rush into this DFG, so they don't really have any magic resist.
And that's going to be a dead curve. Just coming a little bit too far, being a little bit too aggressive, trying to take out that red buff, and he does get punished with it. paiN picking up their first kill of the game here. 5-1 now in favor of Millenium.
I think Kirk just needs to calm down just a little bit in between all these dives.
And Millenium just all ending this bottom lane. BRTT getting very low. Waiting for that side. It does land, and that is going to be BRTT dead as well. One kill apiece for Millenium in this bottom lane, and now it's 7-1. Millenium are just starting to run away with this game.
Well, remember at the beginning of this game, you said you didn't really see much out of Cretan in that bottom lane. Well, there it is right for you. It seems like they took control of this, and I mean, BRTT Minerva, they're not exactly just like a slouch of a bottom lane.
Right. I mean, you said you played against and with BRTT, and you know how strong a player he is.
Yeah, I definitely think he's one of the better AD carries.
Right, well, right now we have Kevin still being annoying in the top lane for paiN. I will say they definitely have paiN in their ass right now because he constantly shoves in that top lane over and over. That was totally intentional too. I feel bad for that one. But Curve gonna be able to take his own move up here, it looks like. And they have been able to build up a 6,000 gold lead. They haven't even bothered going for Dragon yet.
Yeah, it's a 6,000 gold lead in 15 minutes in the game without taking a single Dragon. That's pretty big. A lot of that gold is from the towers, but of course it's 7-1, and then there's that huge CS disadvantage in the top lane. It's double his farm. That's so much farm differential. And I think just because that Trundle is so far out of the game, it might just cost them the game. I don't see a way of them making it back in at this point, because they have this pick comp. They want to take over objectives and take control of vision and pick people off, and if you're behind, you can't really do that.
And you're seeing Kami just be sewn up from that one barrel, but I mean, all that CS that he possibly can. And you see every lane is winning. For Millenium, they're not losing anywhere except maybe in the jungle because of the difference in farm, but still in the end, you have RNA being in 5 of the 7 kills, where unfortunately for Surti already has that one death, and you see RNA roaming around looking for another kill yet again. He went for that early sweeper's lens, and it's been working out so well for them because it's been giving them that opportunity to make a lot of these ganks happen.
Yeah, he's been controlling so much of the vision. He's literally been everywhere on the map in this game, and he definitely made his presence felt top lane. That Trundle is still hurting from that, so I think they're just going to try to make a play on Dragon. They have so much pressure in the bot lane, but it looks like paiN actually wants to contest this.
Well, we do have Kevin coming down from the top side, though, so this could be very dangerous if they do try to stop it. Looks like they're going to back away. Kevin just going to get all this free farm here in middle.
Yeah, smart decision for them to back out on that. If they got Tibbers and the Gragas combo, they probably would all instantly die at this point. Really smart decision to not contest that Dragon. It's not worth losing the game over at this point.
Arne, he's getting around the backside, and he's going to see Surti. Actually, it's hooked up right there. Arne getting caught just a little bit. He gets ult as well. They're committing so much of this, and he flashes out of it. That was 3 ultimates used, and no kills picked up, and now Ari's getting chased down by Kevin. He already uses Ghost. There's his Ragnarok actually popped. He's looking for the kill. He's looking for the kill. They're going to take the first middle turret and maybe a second.
Yeah, you know you're in a bad situation when your mid and top lane is getting 1v2. And that's like I was saying at the beginning of the game is, even if you get a thresh hook or a pick on that Lee Sin, he's such a slippery champion that he's going to be able to make it away from that really easily.
And he showed it right there perfectly, just like you said. I mean, it did commit his flash, but he got rid of 3 ultimates. 3 major ultimates. Surti hasn't really been impactful in these games just yet. Hasn't really been able to use his ultimate the way he's been able, or been wanting to, but you still see Jerry. Look how aggressive he's being. He has his flash, he has his ignite, he has his Tibbers. And if whenever it takes a little bit more chip, I wouldn't be surprised to see him flash in and go for it.
And they know Ari's ultimate's down because he's using the top lane, so I wouldn't be surprised if they try to get a pick here.
Kevin, in the meantime, doing what a Kevin does. Just farming out that top lane. 160 CS now, 18 minutes in. The funny thing is, he's not even leading his team because Kirk is actually at 164. He's going to get chased down here. He doesn't have Ignite. He doesn't have Ragnarok either. Really going to turn around and fight this. He does get ignited up. Ben and Surti pretty much using everything they possibly can. But we see the rest of Millenium coming in from the bottom side. And he's going to flash over the wall. He's going to get the stun on the Ben. And we see the flash out of Surti. And they do push him back. They're going to save Kevin's life. They're not going to chase them down, but they do keep him alive nonetheless. But we do. But he's not going to go for it. He's going to back out instead.
Yeah, his team came in just the nick of time to save him. It looked pretty grim for him, but everybody just ended up going over the wall, and they didn't want to have anything to do with that. I mean, they have this fake Gragas, and of course that Annie has her flash Tippers at that point, so really good for them to get out of that. But I like what they're doing with the Olaf. They're just basically taking the Trundle out of the game. He's not going to be in any of the team fights. They don't really have a very good tank line. Olaf's going to just sit up top. He's going to push top all day. And they have to send more than one person to deal with them. They're really doing a really good job of using a 4-1 split.
And even then, I mean, if it's not Surti and Venom, then they might be able to get turned around 1v2 by Kevin with how strong he is now.
Yeah, he ended up beating the Ari and the Trundle earlier in the fight. So, yeah, I don't think anybody can handle that Olaf right now.
Well, we do see Kerp on 2,000 gold, has Athenes and Holy Grail done. We do see the DFG done on Kami, which is a typical Ari build, but
who is he going to burst on that tank?
Exactly.
Line? I mean, that Olaf's pretty damn tanky. Lee Sin, he has the Sightstone and the Ancient Golem on top of that. And yeah, Athenes gives you a ton of MR, and you also have your damage reduction on Gragas' W, so...
I mean, the only one he could get is Creatine or Jerry, but if he goes for them, he's going to get stunned and locked down. Yep. Oh, but there we go. Arne getting caught yet again. We did see 3 ultimates used last time. He's going to be able to escape this time, most likely. No, he gets taken out by Surti and paiN. Picking up a Mantra to kill. Can they make anything else happen off of this? You see, Kirk, he does have his ultimate available. A little bit confused why he didn't use it to save RNA, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Yeah, I have no idea why he didn't use his ultimate. Was it not up? Or it was definitely up. So I'm pretty surprised that he didn't use the cast to try to either A, counter engage, or B, save Lee Sin.
Either way, paiN getting a much needed kill. They're almost 10,000 gold behind. And that one, we did go over to Sir T. So he's able to pick up that kill, maybe get a little bit tankier than he needs to. But Kevin, in the meantime, going for the red buff here. He might get actually closed in on because he's standing right on top of a ward. Tommy doesn't have ultimate available. We're actually going to see Kevin pick that one up. He's going to walk away.
Yeah, they used all their ultimates to kill that Lee Sin, so I don't really think that Kevin's going to be too scared of the people closing in on him. And of course, he can just pop his ult and run off, even if they hit some kind of CC on him.
The thing is, that's not a good sign if you're a paiN fan. I mean, 2 times in a row, they had to commit 3 or more ultimates to kill Arnea, and only on the second time were they actually able to pick him up because they had all 5 there. Yeah,
if you have to blow all that just to kill one jungler who's not even a priority target on their team, yeah, it's not going so hot.
A little in the game. So for Kevin top wave, has a Sunfire Cape done, has a Ninja Taba, he has Negatron Cloak. Look over at specifically Creatin, Triforce done, the BF Sword done. He's basically a full BS sword ahead of his opponent right now onto BRTT, and then we look at Jayri, he almost have that Talisman of Ascension done, and he has boots of mobility.
Yeah, once he has the Talisman of Ascension, they'll have so much initiation capability, and I'm pretty sure she's going to try to flash Tibbers that Jinx and have the Gragas follow up, and then of course Olaf's going to be running with Talisman Ascension. Jinx is not going to survive.
It's going to be very difficult for paiN, but they have proven in the past they have been able to come over worse odds than this, and Kevin, he's still... There's a lot of words I want to use for him right now, but he's been doing such a good job distracting top lane.
He's being a paiN, right?
Yeah, he's being a paiN right now for paiN Gaming, but he's been playing this role perfectly. I mean, he realized he had the advantage, and he's been using it. He's been playing it down to a T, like exactly what they needed to.
Yeah, RNA gave him the advantage in the early game. Really good job by him, and he came back and revisited the lane just to put the nail in the coffin, and Kevin has just run off with that lead.
He almost has 100 CS lead over him.
Yeah, he's at 90 CS over him. That's pretty damn ugly. And of course, they have all that tower gold on top of that.
Kevin kind of get caught up a little bit here, and I said caught up, but I'm pretty sure Sir T is the one that's actually getting caught. They actually commit the ultimate onto him. I'm not sure that's the target they want to make happen. They don't really have any DPS back to the help. He has Ghost, he has Ragnarok. He's going to pop that one. He's still sitting on top of that Ghost, but instead he's not going to use it, just going to run away. This allows the rest of the lane to come in as RNA even going back to the engage. We have Kami coming up from middle. The hook, unfortunately, not going to land. And look in the meantime what's happening. Creatin is just pushing this middle lane, and the rest of Millenium are just distracting. Yeah,
Millenium is just trying to buy time. They saw Creatin pushing bottom a lot earlier into that. I'm really surprised that Vi actually committed her ultimate on that Olaf too. That was a really weird play. Creatin just took advantage of that, and they just took that free bottom turret. There's nobody down there doing anything about it. And of course they had the Dragon Timer, who's going to swing down right after that, collect that free global gold.
With that Dragon going down, this could be Millenium taking a 10,000 gold lead here exactly at 23 minutes in. And if you're in, paiN's shoes, what do you need to do to get back in this? Because they have one sweeper lens, now the rest, the 4 warden trinkets, but the thing is they can't even fight anyone because, as you're saying, you ult Kevin, it doesn't really do anything. You ult RNA, it doesn't really do much because they're just so tanky.
Well, not only that, if you look at the map, there's this huge line of wards just going down their jungle. They see every single thing that's happening. So how are you going to get a pick on somebody, which is what paiN's entire team comp is built around, is getting a pick from a squishy target when they can see every single thing you're doing. So I wouldn't be surprised to see them just continue doing this 4-1 split until they take down that top turret, and then they'll probably move on Baron.
And Kevin, he just is shoving Venom out, and Venom's had so many great Trundle games so far, but not really expecting that to happen as it getting picked up. Arne actually catching Tommy there a little bit here just to push him out. They have a bad position. We see Kevin coming from the top side. They're going to go for this turret, and Trundle's nowhere to be found. He had to go back to base because he was so low.
Yeah, everybody's completely out of position. They're cut off on that right side near the blue buff. Nobody's really in position to engage on them.
This seems really like they're reading a book. They're executing the exact playbook that they had before this game even started. They're just doing one thing by the text and really pulling this one off. It just seems like paiN, they don't really have an answer for this. They're even tanking up that turret. We see Kami actually getting very low. I believe that was to Kerp with just one little combo.
Yeah, it's a really good play by Millenium here, rotating top lane after this, keeping paiN on their toes and making sure that they don't have time to recover. They want to take as many turrets and many objectives as they can before paiN has time to farm back up and get any kind of items on their champion.
Right now, you see Kami forced to go back to base here. He finally has arrived, but it's just too late. They're going to get the top turret, and that's going to take him to 6-0 in favor of turrets, 7-2 in favor of kills, 12,000 gold lead almost here. They have the potential to do Baron if they want to ward up the enemy jungle yet again, but even though they've picked up more Barons than anyone else here in Intel Extreme Matches Paulo, I'm not sure if they're going to go for it or they even need it.
Well, first they need to, go back and get some wards. Everybody needs to get pink wards, sweeper lenses. They took out that mid and top turret. What that does is allows them to control the entire red side jungle. They have nowhere to run back to. It's so far back to save point, which is their base turrets, that if somebody gets caught trying to check for Baron or trying to ward for Baron once they clear out all the vision, it's going to be a free Baron or a free inhibitor off of that. So Annie, what she's going to do right now is try to clear out all the vision around Baron, and then the rest of their team is going to get wards all around the red side jungle, and they're just going to try to get that pick.
What's a shame is that, I mean, personally, what do you think? Should paiN invest in any more super wards? Or super trinkets to kind of clear out that vision so they can't afford to push out without being afraid of getting stunned up?
To be honest, when you're 11k gold behind, I think they have to give up Baron at this point. If they go to try to check for Baron or contest it, they're going to probably die. So the proper reaction is to just get all the waves pushed out and then just try to, you basically have to wait for the laner to make a mistake and try to defend and basically hold out at a base turret.
Well, Baron down to about 8,000 life right now. We do see paiN working their way over. I think they sense something is happening, but that barrel's going to do some decent damage to paiN there. They're going to win up over the wall. We do have Sir T with that flash available. He could go for the steal here, but Jerry getting caught on the backside. Kami gets blown the hell up, and you see Jerry still like he finally does drop up. Minerva gets dropped very low. He's going to go down, and we see Kevin so damn tanky. He finally does go down, but not before taking out the RTC. The flash on Kevin gets the body slam, and Sir T forces the flash out of him. Creation's going to hop over the wall, and now Ben, the last man standing, doesn't get body slam, but he's forced to flash away, and Millenium losing 2 people, but picking up 4 kills. This should allow them to pick up an inhibitor.
Yeah, that tunnel is quite a bit of damage. They may not get the Baron off of that, but there's 4 members of paiN dead. So they're just going to go in, try to get some free hits off in that turret. I'm not sure they'll be able to take it on this wave. They have no wave coming up for a while. They do massive damage to it, but I don't think they're going to quite be able to get it yet. One thing I would have liked to have seen out of Millenium there is they had so much, they could have put up so much vision control, and they could have just got an easy pick. Like, you saw how much damage that Gragas did. That Ahri instantly died. So they can do that to almost any member of paiN Gaming. They just need to wait somewhere where they have good vision control and just pick somebody off when they come in to check it.
Right now we see Minerva with that super lens. He's spotting out that blue that's not going to be there. He actually might walk right into Curve, and look, the damage. Curve gets taunted up with that charm, but it doesn't matter. The Ignite is ticking away, and with Arne there with that safeguard, shouldn't going to do anything. Kami almost getting bursted down. He's just flashed over the wall, but he misses the Q. And VRTT is there to back him up. Curve actually from this, can he escape? Can he kite them long enough right now? It looks like the Super Mega Death Rocket's coming in from the bottom side. Unfortunately, not going to hit. And will Sir T lock him down, as we do have Creaton actually catching Bennett over on towards this side. The ultimate comes out, that's going to have to kill him, but Creaton, he's not done just yet. He's looking to catch him up here. He has the red buff. He's going to catch Sir T. Can they run away from this? He's hitting both at the same time. He doesn't care who he kills, but paiN will be able to escape from that, and Arnett even getting very close. Lazy to get the kill. He gets one more auto attack up. You see the ultimate of the W come out of Karen. Wow, Karen gets the kill.
Bloodthirsty this game. He doesn't care who he's going against. He just keeps flying into everybody. He doesn't care if he dies.
And paiN getting a lot of much needed kills right there. I don't think anyone even went down. If anything, that was Minerva, but you can afford to get rid of his support if you're able to pick up a kill onto Arne and on the Curve right there. Creaton just going to be backing away from that top side. Decent amount of gold to spend, I would imagine, over on the side of paiN, but right now we do have Creaton being chased down by Sir T, and they're just running. They're holding hands right now.
Yeah.
They're best of friends.
It's like, all right, let's just go run off together.
Creaton not able to dodge away from that just yet, but he's still kiting them for a long time. So you see Jerry coming up from the bottom side top lane. Going to come out to Sir T, not doing a lot of damage, but he is able to get under the turret. Jerry is now here. They're going to look for the stun. They get the stun on Sir T under the turret. He goes down. Creaton does survive. In fact, pick up the kill for himself. Now they're actually chasing out paiN. Kevin comes inside. The undertones going to land on Minerva. He does his ultimate off, but he's going to go down. Double kill for Creaton. Now Bennett trying to run for his dear life. Does pop the ultimate onto Kevin, but with that Ragnarok pop, with the stows coming in, Bennett should be able to escape this. And it looks like Millenium are going to pick up another kill here. Can Creaton get that triple kill? He's looking for it. Yes, he does.
Those 3
Creaton's
kills are going to guarantee a Baron unless somebody messes up a smite. So Vi is down for another 10 seconds, so I'm pretty sure they'll be able to kill that Baron even if Vi gets home guards in time before she gets down there. And of course, you have Gragas, who's just going to be zoning out with his ultimate. If somebody comes to try to contest this, he's probably just going to knock him out with his ultimate.
But make a Death Rocket's coming from the side, just a little bit too early right there. Baron's still very healthy right now. It looks like Millenium, the back of those 3 kills, are going to get Baron. We're going to get a ginormous lead here, about 14,000 gold, 29 minutes in. This might be the end of paiN here in this first map.
I mean, look at the bright side. Jinx is getting that dragon. Hey,
Always
Dragon at this point in the game gives more gold than Baron, okay? paiN has their priorities in order.
Well, will he get it? Sir T coming in, does actually lock that one down, but Arnea, very blood hungry, looking in for maybe a fight right there. And you see the Random Omen picked up on him, the Random Omen picked up on Kevin. We should talk about items just a little bit here because Kurt, he's already been doing a lot of damage.
It seems like everybody just wants to prioritize stacking armor. they're not really afraid of that Ahri at this point in the game. Olaf has a lot of natural magic resist because of his ultimate, and Lee Sin, I don't really think he cares if he gets poked. He's like, oh, if you're going to blow your whole Ahri combo on me, I'm completely happy to take that as the jungler. So he just wants to be as tanky as possible and just sit on that Jinx, sit on that Vi, sit on that Trundle, and make sure that he doesn't get to their back line. Because Lucian's pretty damn fed at this point in the game. He has his last sisters, BT, his Triforce, and he's just going to melt that tank line.
Yeah, he's 5-0 and 5 right now, 260 CS. It's 24 CS ahead of VRTT at the moment, and Millenium with that Baron buff, they're starting to barrel down middle, no pun intended, with Kerf right there, and you're seeing VRTT be out of position just a little bit. You can see Kevin potentially chase him down if he did want to cross that side, and I wonder, are we going to potentially see a dive come in here, because they have that Tibbers to open this one up.
Yeah, and he doesn't ever flash up, but I guarantee if one of the squishies comes up to try to clear that wave, you're going to see Gragas Barrel or Andy combo, and somebody's going to die.
And look at that damage right there, just one head of Kerf. His ultimate's still up right now. Kami getting harassed down. The turret game taken a little bit low here. It's actually Kami being forced to get the hell out. I think VRTT actually flashed away, and he's got to be very careful, because if one stun, one still lands, and that's going to be the end of them. They get the inhibitor turret, they're going to go for the inhibitor, and look at the barrel. They just keep landing one after another, even onto the tankiest man of paiN.
I really like the way that Kerf uses his ultimate just to chunk them so they can't fight for that turret. He took Kami down to like 10% health, and once he's at that low health, that's a free turret for them.
Oh, and the Colane going off here, but this is the hook actually land, but not onto target. They wanted to make it work off of VRTT. So very low in health. He's forced to actually go back to base right now to heal up. He doesn't have home guards yet, which is a little bit unfortunate for him. And Kevin, he's just taking out that turret, not really caring. He does get hooked in. He's going to start getting a little bit low here, but with that berry buff, I would imagine it's not really too worried.
Yeah, Ahri's ultimate's out now. Gragas' ultimate is just about to come back up, and I guarantee he's going to do the exact same thing. Throw out his ultimate to chunk them, and then take the turret.
And Kerf gets caught. Oh, the ultimate out of Andy actually locks down Ahri. He goes down, and Kerf's able to escape with his life. And you see them just pick up that one kill and back away off of this. They're happy with that. They have the very buff regen to still commit for this push. And that turret is already dropping very, very low. Or eventually will.
I think they got to wait on the creeps for that. Maybe a little over-ambitious to get it right now.
They are taking quite a bit of chip here, even though they have that Baron buff. And
the middle wave's actually pushing in right now. I think the super minions are coming in. Somebody has to deal with that. They had to send Vi over to do that, so it's definitely going to be a turret.
And Kevin, he's going for the engager. Ragnarok popping, take out the turret as well. Chase after BRTT. He does get the kill, but Kerf picks someone up with the Baron maneuver, getting very low. Cretan just diving straight in. Arnea zoning them out here. The second inhibitor turret goes down. The second inhibitors go down as well. Now, I want to say with BRTT down, that Millenium could finish this game, but in fact, they're going to play it safe. They're going to back away with their gold. They're going to take away some buffs, and they're going to buy up for that final push.
Yeah, Ahri just came up. She didn't have her ultimate, though, but I guess they just want to play this safe. They, just want to make sure they get the nice, clean win.
All right, Millenium, we're about 33 minutes into this game. The lead, 16,000 gold. I mean, it's just so far, and obviously the longer the game does go on, it won't matter as much, but Kami just... What's so weird is that we talked about the whole game plan of paiN. They want to catch someone with the skill shot. They want to, charm them or hook them and really open it up for an entire burst down.
Yeah.
But the front line of Millenium, they just don't care. They can't even be bursted yet by paiN.
I think that paiN made almost the same mistake that Asa World made in the last game that they played, where they picked this assassin-y type of mid laner into this huge tank comp. Like, Gragas is actually a pretty tanky mid laner. Lee Sin's somebody that usually can't blow up because he's so slippery. He has so many ways of getting out. And Olaf, like, who the hell is going to kill this guy? He's been sitting up in top lane, like, 1v5ing them. He just doesn't care. Like, who are they going to pick off on that team? And so Ahri is just going to become a moot point in this game. She's not going to be a factor at all. So I'm not sure how I feel about the Ahri pick. Maybe the level 1 fight where they got that little bit of edge had a little bit to do with that. But I still think if this went late game and they were pretty close in farm, I would have still gave it to Millenium's team now.
All right, well, right now we're about 34 minutes in. We're looking at that final push potentially coming in. We have 2 inhibitors being down middle and bottom. Super minions are starting to flood into those lanes. And Millenium, they don't have Baron buff anymore, but they have all 5 men top lane. They have everything available minus 1 or 2 summoners here or there. And paiN, they're going to have to go for engage soon. They actually get the hook on Kevin, not the man they wanted. You can see the damage pretty much doing nothing. You see actually Connie going in the backside, lands a charm, but Creatin's Banshee Veil does cleanse that off. And they are just stalling. I mean, we can take a look really quickly over here. We see the Super Minions pushing in. They need to do something about it soon. And now Millenium are just stalling. They don't really care.
Yeah, they're going to have to send Jinx down for that. It's going to take her a while to clear out all those minions. It's so many. So they're probably just going to get a lot of free chunk off on this turret.
Here we go. The barrels are landing for Kerf here. paiN are taking a lot of chip. Gonna be able to dodge it. We do see one Nexus turret actually fall here. Look how many minions are on this Nexus turret. They have to let that one go, or they're gonna have to go for a fight here, and they do back away. They're gonna take those down. Millenium are gonna take the last inhibitor turret of the game, take the last inhibitor as well. And with that Nexus turret still almost fine, they do finally go for the gates. Arne gets pushed 8 to the back, trying to convert two teams to the team, but now he's being forced to run away. He gets a little bit slippery, but it looks like he might go down with the combo CC that they have. The anti-ultimate comes down on a BR2, he gets blown up by Curve. Now the rest of paiN are being forced to completely run away. A 1-for-1 trade, but that last Nexus turret, that is going down. Cammy gets stunned, he goes down. He's going to get a kill on J-Reef, but it's not going to matter much in the end. The Nexus is falling away. They're looking for some more kills on his third team, which just kind of distracts them. KD doesn't mean anything here until Extreme Masters, but Millenium are going to close out the first game of this best of 3 against paiN Gaming in a very, very one-sided affair.
Yeah, you know it's an ugly game